Hello and welcome everybody to your yoga practice for today. My name is Kelsey and today I'm going to guide you through a Hatha yoga class that especially incorporates binds into the asana practice. So binds in yoga are any time that one part of your body holds onto another part of your body or hooks onto another part of your body. Maybe you've heard a teacher in a class say that a bind is optional in a pose, but you didn't really know what that bind meant or what it was supposed to look like. So today I'm going to guide you through some asanas that commonly have a bind optional, and then also just work binds in throughout the practice in a way that maybe is a little bit less traditional, but is still considered a bind. You really can bind in any way just by holding your hands. So because a lot of the times binds tend to ask for a little bit extra flexibility, mobility, and strength, I am going to ask today that you have some props such as blocks and a strap. If you don't have these, you can easily replace them with stacked books or pillows in the case of the blocks, or for the strap, you could replace it with like a scarf or a belt or a t-shirt, a towel, anything that kind of extends the length of your arms, right? And as always, please just listen to your body. Binds are fun and they can make our practice interesting. They can be something to work towards, but they are not the end-all be-all of the practice. If you choose not to take a bind today or in any yoga class, that does not make you any less of a yogi. It doesn't make you any less in your practice. So with all of that said, let's go ahead and get started in a kneeling position, somewhat towards the back of the mat. And I'm going to go ahead and use one of my props here, just grabbing a block. And I'm going to pop it right between my heels on the medium setting so that as I sit back, there's a little bit pressure, or a little bit less pressure, in the backs of the knees and the fronts of the feet. And I have something more stable than my legs to sit back on. I also like this position because it really encourages us to have a straight spine, stacking shoulders over the hips, and then the center of your ears over your shoulders, letting your hands rest in your lap however's comfortable. Soft gaze or closing your eyes. 3 cleansing breaths here. Take a breath in through your nose. Sigh it out. Another one like that. Breathe in. One more. Returning to breathing in and out through your nostrils. Relax your shoulders away from your neck. Soften into the low abdomen. Take a moment to observe how you're feeling at the beginning of your practice. Know that there is no right or wrong way to be showing up to this practice. However you are right now is perfect. And based on your energy levels and your focus, what's on your mind, what's on your heart, you can choose how you use your energy in your practice today. And maybe also connect to a why for your practice, an intention. Whenever you feel ready, bring palms together in front of the heart, Anjali Mudra. Opening practice together with one chant of Om, wherever you are with your breath. Empty out your lungs. Take a breath in at the bottom. Exhale to chant. Om. And breathe in, begin to flutter your eyelids open, practicing a soft gaze past the tip of the nose. And then, keeping your hands in front of your heart, interlace all 10 fingers, your first bind, and then begin to roll out your wrists, going in one direction a few times. There might be some pops or some clicks. Reversing. Coming back to center stillness with the hands. Inhale, reach your palms forward, flipping the palms, straightening out your elbows. Another breath here. Inhale, reach your arms forward and up. Biceps alongside the ears, reach up through the palms of your hands. On an exhale, flip the palms down, take the knuckles forward, chin towards your throat, round your spine, like cat pose. Inhale, flip the palms forward, reach the arms up, lift your heart, like cow pose. Exhale, flip the palms down, reach the knuckles forward, round your spine, cat. Inhale, palms forward, arms up, cow. One more like that. Exhale, knuckles forward, round your spine. Inhale, palms forward, lift up. Good. Exhale, releasing your hands, raining the fingers down beside you. When you bring your arms down, you're going to bring them back and interlace your fingers again, this time the way that feels kind of unusual. Really reach down through your knuckles, broaden across your chest, lift your heart. And exhale, settle in here. Shoulders still coming away from the neck. One more breath like this. And then bring your fist around to your right side waist. Pull your right elbow back in space, and then right ear over right shoulder. Take a neck release. Good. Inhale, come up through center. Exhale, take your fist to the left side of your waist. Pull that left elbow back. This time, left ear over left shoulder. There's a fly in here. If you can't tell, I'm kind of moving around a good bit, trying to get it to leave me alone. A few breaths like this. Good. Inhale, come up through center with the head. Exhale, release your hands out in front of you. You can reach back for that block if you had it there. Moving it out of the way, come forward into a tabletop position. Hips stay over the knees, drop your elbows down, reach your arms forward into a puppy stretch. Forehead to the mat. Hatha asana, the melting heart pose. Relax your jaw. And so a lot of the binds that we're doing, really all of the binds that we're doing, are specifically with the upper body, working a lot on shoulder rotation. We'll need to connect to some core muscles to support us. So we're just waking up the body. You have an option here to find another bind by bringing the palms together and then bringing your thumbs towards the back of your neck. My little claw clip is kind of preventing me from going back further, but you are trying to bring your thumbs down towards the back of your head and your neck here. You're going to feel that more in your biceps. Take another breath. Exhale, release your arms forward if you took that option. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders, lift up to table, and then shuffle your stance if you need to, maybe walking hands forward or knees back. Spread the fingers wide, tuck all 10 toes under, send the hips up and back into a downward facing dog. Alternate the bends of the knees on this first one. Shifting your hips side to side. Lifting up through the pelvic floor and the lower abdominals. Getting a little bit of those bandhas. Also a bind, a lock, an energetic lock. And really that is what we're doing whenever we take a bind. We are creating like a closed circuit loop of energy in our body. And so there is a functional purpose for our binds. It's not just aesthetics. That's why it's important that we feel ready and supported whenever we go into them. Take one more breath in your downward dog. Find some stillness if you haven't already. Inhale, look towards your hands. Take some baby steps towards the top of the mat. Getting into those hamstrings as we walk the feet forward, and then feet right underneath your hip points, toes pointing straight forward, soft bend of the knees, drape your belly over your thighs, take a forward bend, let the upper body be really heavy here. You might even find a gentle sway side to side. Coming back to center, back into stillness. Release your arms. Inhale, lift halfway, hands to your shins, flatten out your back. Exhale, soft knees, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, press into your feet, reach your arms out and up, upward salute. Maybe your gaze goes up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. I'll turn to face you. We'll take a side bend. Inhale, arms out and up, upward salute. Exhale, grab right wrist with left hand. Lean over towards the left. Again, just another variation of a bind. Inhale up through center, switching sides. Right hand to left wrist, lean towards the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, take your arms out into a T shape. We're going to be alternating the internal and external rotation of our shoulders from here. So your arms should be shoulder height and your fingers are pointing out to the sides. You're going to turn your right palm up and exaggerate this just a little bit as though you're trying to take your thumb back and down to point down. So you're really going to feel that in your scapula, you're going to feel it in your bicep, your tricep, all of the good places. Second, we turn our left thumb down so that our palm is pointing back. And then as you turn it in that direction, see if you can take the thumb to point up towards the ceiling. So this is, again, like a really big exaggeration. And then we're going to reverse. So come through center, both palms down, turn your left palm up. Think about pointing that thumb back and down, and then turn your right thumb down. Think about pointing the thumb back. And then reverse. So this might take a little bit of coordination, but we're going to do this a few more times. Keep breathing. Try not to move your upper body too much. Your shoulders are moving. The movement is really coming from the shoulders. And we're not twisting the torso too much to get that rotation. Let's take one more each way. Come back through center and relax your arms down. Good work. If you're still standing at the top of your mat, you're going to take a big step back with your right foot and then turn all of your toes to point towards the back of your mat. So your right toes are pointing back, and make sure that the inside edge of your right foot is parallel to the long edge of your mat, and your left toes are almost pointing towards the front left corner of your mat, preparing for warrior one. Bend into your right knee. Think about getting that knee over the ankle, and then reach your arms forward and up. Gaze can be straight forward. You might be imagining that you have a big beach ball in your hands here. Or you could bring palms together if that's comfortable for your neck and your shoulders. Maybe at some point you explore taking your gaze upward. And I'm just trying to stay focused with this fly, using me as its personal obstacle course. Good. Take another breath in. Exhale, taking your arms forward, down, and then back. Interlace your fingers behind the lower back, whichever way feels comfortable at first. Wiggle your shoulders out. Think about whenever we were kneeling and we're pulling the elbows towards each other, reaching the knuckles down and away from the tailbone. Moving towards a humble warrior, you're going to keep bending into your right knee and dive your chest towards the top of your thigh. You can stop here, reaching the knuckles back, reaching the crown of the head forward. If it's in your practice, you could then scoot a little bit towards the left with the torso. Think about bringing right shoulder towards your right knee. Let your head get heavy and reach your knuckles straight up towards the ceiling. Stay really steady in that left leg. Take some more breaths. Good. Inhale, lift up, press down firmly through your feet. Exhale, release the hands to your waistline, straighten the front leg, and parallel your feet for me here. Take a little pause in this wide-legged stance. Think about mountain pose, lifting up through the front body, grounding through the back body. Take another inhale. Exhale, soft bend of the knees, hinge at your hips, come into a standing forward fold, Prasarita-Padottanasana. Fingertips can rest down under the shoulders, maybe palms to the mat, maybe you walk your hands back in line with your feet. Let your head be really heavy here. Decompressing the spine, decompressing the cervical spine especially. Good. Inhale, lift halfway, hands under the shoulders, maybe fingertips to the mat, and then press through your feet, come up with a flat back, hands to the waistline. We're going to the front of the mat now. Turn the left toes straight ahead, parallel the inside edge of the foot to the long edge of the mat. Kick your right heel out, turn the right toes to the front right corner, and then bend into your left knee. Take your arms forward and up, warrior one here. Remember your options for your arms. You can always have the arms wider if that feels better for your shoulders, or palms together. Also an option for playing with your drishti, but wherever you choose to focus, keep your gaze there. That's really how we focus the mind. So we're not just looking around the room willy-nilly. Good. Taking the arms forward, down, and then reaching behind, grabbing the fist in the way that is a little bit unusual, the opposite way from before. Elbows towards each other, reach down through the knuckles and back. Take a breath in, lift your heart. Exhale again, first option. As you dive forward, it's chest and belly onto that left thigh, reaching the knuckles back, reaching the crown of the head forward. If it's in your practice, but it's available to you today, left shoulder to the inside of your left knee, head down, knuckles up, humble warrior here. One more breath. Great. Inhale, press to the feet, come all the way up, lift your heart. Exhale, release your hands, hands to the waistline, and then take a step up, maybe a few steps up with the right foot to land in your Tadasana. Pause, take a rest. Feel the floor beneath your feet. Feel the air in your lungs. Moving on to our second bind, I'll ask that you have a block both at the top of the mat and at the bottom of the mat. And so setting yourself up. Again, if you're not using blocks, you don't necessarily have to. Just please listen to your body. And you could also stack a few books in this positioning. But there's a block towards the top and the back of the mat. The last thing here is that you want your strap or your scarf, whatever you're using today, to lengthen your arms. And then if you realize you don't want this or need this, you just let it go. Simple as that, right? Okay, so holding on to the strap with the left hand to start. We're going to take a big step back with our left foot and then turn all of our toes to point towards the back of the mat again. You're lunging into your left knee. Again, front foot is parallel to the long edge of the mat. This time, your right foot, your back foot, is parallel to the shorter edge of your mat. The strap should be into your right hand, and you're going to be reaching the arms out, shoulder height, palms down. Look over your left fingertips into your warrior two. Gaze goes over your left fingertips. Lengthen the tailbone down, lift up to the front of the pubic bone. Notice that stability that comes from within. Keeping the spine really long. And we'll explore from here a bind in our extended side angle. You're going to take your left elbow on top of your left thigh. And instead of reaching the right arm up alongside your ear, like we do traditionally in extended side angle, you can take that arm back behind you. You're going to think about that internal rotation of the shoulder. So with the strap in your hand, turn your right thumb down, think about pointing it back, and then bend the elbow and bring your right arm behind your back, almost like you're reaching it towards your waist or towards your left glute or thigh. Strap is still in your hand. This can be where you stay today, and you can really work rolling this right shoulder back, right? You can really feel the strength in the legs, but that opening in the chest. A second option, if you're taking this half bind, is to take the left hand to that block that we set up at the top of the mat. Same principle, hips are low, legs are strong, and you're opening your chest. Breathe. Your final option is to take your left arm to the inside of your left thigh. My left side waist is resting on my left thigh. You're going to reach your left arm underneath and grab a hold of your strap. So this is why we have the strap there. You might take a moment to really find the strap, or if it's available, you may not need the strap and you can grab your own hand. This is a very deep posture. Please do not overdo and do not overstay. Take one more breath. Inhale, coming up. You might do this in increments like I am. One hand to the floor, then to the block, then to the thigh, and then coming up. Releasing the strap, straighten that left leg, and we're going to go all the way to the other side. Right toes point to the top of the mat. Back heel or back foot is parallel to the short edge of the mat. Lunge into your right knee, strap in your left hand, warrior two. Look over your right fingertips. So really getting the legs warmed up first. Let go of what happened on that first side. Whether it was difficult, easy, maybe you could give or take it. Calm your breath, calm your mind. Even if that was something that you're familiar with, let's work into it together. Take your right elbow on top of your right thigh into this extended side angle shape, feeling a line of energy from your left foot to the crown of your head. Keeping that left arm back, turn that left thumb down. Internally rotate the shoulder by taking the thumb down and back. And then bring your left hand towards your right thigh as far back as you can. Maybe you stay here today working the half bind, really rolling the shoulder open, working with your breath. This is a great place to be. Strap is still in the left hand. We could take that right hand to a block, or you could take the right arm to the inside of your right leg. Reach that right arm under the leg. See if you can grab a hold of the strap. Maybe you're holding on to the strap, or maybe you hold on to your hands. We're taking our last few breaths, so find a posture that feels stable, where you feel like you're at your edge and you're making maybe just a little bit of progress. It's not necessarily easy, but it's doable. One more breath. Good work. You can let go of the strap. We won't need it anymore. Your right hand can come to that block. The right elbow can come to the thigh. You can come out of this incrementally. You can stay facing how you are. I'm going to turn around to face you. We'll take one more wide-legged forward fold here. Interlacing your fingers behind your back. Either way this time. Reach down through your knuckles. Lift up through your heart. Take a breath in. Exhale, soft bend of the knees, hinge at the hips, send the heart forward and down. You can keep your arms close to your body, or as you let your head drop down, you take the knuckles towards the sky. If this is too much for you, please bring your arms down. Quite an intense hamstring stretch. A couple more breaths like this. Shoulders away from the neck, everyone. Great. Inhale, press through your feet, come up through a flat back, all the way back up to standing, and then release your hands to your waistline, turn to the top of your mat, take a big step up into Tadasana, and take a rest here. Alrighty. Before we make our way down to the ground, let's just clean up our mat a little bit. So we're using all of those props that I suggested. Just moving them out of the way. You might still like to have your strap somewhere close by. Really, all of the blocks or all of the props could come in handy. And we'll make our way to the mat. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, soft bend of the knees, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, big step back with both feet downward facing dog, lifting the hips up and back. Take another breath in here. Setting your knees down. Swing the legs around to one side, sitting to the inside of the heels, and then sending your legs out in front of you. From our seated position, we're going to explore a few different binds, starting with a forward bend. So this pose is one that I recommend just having the strap nearby. We're going to first bend that right knee, plant your right foot to the mat. There is about a hand's width distance between my right foot and my right thigh, so check that out for yourself. This also requires a good bit of compression through the front of the right hip crease, so take care. You can always be working the length of your spine here and thinking about going towards your left leg like so. This is a bind, holding on to the front of the leg, pulling your heart forward. If it's available in your body, let's take the strap into our right hand, and we're going to take this right arm to the inside of the right knee. Your right glute is going to lift up without a doubt. Left hand can hold on to your right thigh and right calf to pull it in towards you and really reach the upper body forward. So this is taking a lot of work in my core. We're going to take this right arm around the back, and I think I might have misspoke when I said to hold the strap in your right hand. You're going to hold it in your left hand instead. So we're going to reach the right arm around and see if you can bring your right hand towards the back of your right thigh. Maybe you just stay right here. Maybe you reach for that strap. Bring the left arm around, grab a hold of the strap with the hand, and breathe here. Heart is pulling forward. Belly towards the thigh. Always can allow for your left knee to bend. Take another breath. Releasing the strap, releasing the bind wherever you are, coming back to upright, holding on to the front of the knee with the hand. Meeting our friends here if this is where you were. Let's try that on the other side. Every side is different. If that was really challenging on this side, maybe this side is a little bit easier, and vice versa. If that first side was like nothing, maybe this side gives you a little bit more resistance. And so another thing we can focus on here is really activating our legs. You know, we're not just flopping this leg out. We're really grounded through the right sits bone. We're flexing the right toes back. We're activating the right thigh. And again, maybe we're here holding on to the front of the knee, pulling the heart forward, and really just thinking about sending the upper body towards the right leg. Really more forward than down. Maybe we can open this left knee a little bit, come to the inside of the left leg. You can use your right hand to assist bringing that left elbow, or left shoulder, really deep into your left thigh. Maybe you reach your left arm around towards the top of your left thigh. You can stop at any point along the path. Last option is to reach right arm around. Hold your own hand or hold on to that strap. You can always grab your strap, bring it around. No matter where you are, the principle of the pose is the same. Heart forward, sits bones, reaching back. One more breath like this. Inhale, lift your head. If you have a bind, let it go. Slowly reverse your way out. Come back to meeting our friends right here, holding on to the left leg. Take a break. Good work. One more seated posture. Gomukhasana, cow face pose. I recommend if you have very tight hips, sit on a block. It's going to give you a little bit more space. And because today we're really focusing on the binds, I'm going to give you an option. Instead of doing Gomukhasana with your legs, you can take a cross-leg seat. But to start, I want us to have the right leg in front in a cross-leg seat, yeah? If you practice Gomukhasana, left leg goes under, right knee stacks on top of left knee. So the hips sitting on the block, feet about equal distance from your glutes, knees more or less stacked on top of each other. Doesn't need to be a perfect stack. Grab on to your strap. And we're going to take a strap in the right hand this time. And I mean it this time. Sorry about that before. Take your right arm up overhead. And remember our internal shoulder rotation. We're going to turn the right palm back like we're trying to point the thumb out to the side. You're going to feel your shoulder blades spread away. Take your right hand behind your head, bend into your elbow. I'm going to adjust the strap here so that it's not draped in a weird way and you can't see. Then left arm out, turn the left thumb down and reach that left thumb back. Point it back. Really deep internal rotation of that left shoulder. Bring that arm down. Bend the left elbow. And then grab a hold of the strap anywhere that you can. From there, you walk your hands down and up the strap as close as you can get them towards each other. And again here, you may find that you do not necessarily need the strap nor want it, and so you can let it go and just reach for your hands. No matter where you are, you're going to be reaching your elbows in opposite directions, reaching the right elbow up and the left elbow down. And so that means that even if you are here, right hand behind the head, left hand behind the lower back, you are pulling your elbows back and reaching them away from each other. And breathe. One more breath. Good work. Slowly let go of the bind. Bring your arms out, relaxing them down. Roll out your shoulders. Maybe as you send your legs out, you rock out your legs. And again, always an option, crisscross applesauce, left leg in front this time, or if you're taking Gomukhasana, your right leg is on bottom, your left leg is on top. You're stacking your knees. You're bringing your heels about equal distance. I'm going to come off of the block for this one. The block does not work for everybody, and I am one of those people. Strap into your left hand to start. Sit up nice and tall. Left arm out. Turn the left palm up. So it's external rotation in the left arm. Arm comes up overhead, and then bend the elbow. Bring the palm of your hand towards the back of the neck, maybe even slightly below. Right arm out. Turn the right thumb down. Really point it back as you send your arm down. Bend the elbow, and then reach for your strap. Find your strap. Walk your hands closer towards each other, up and down the strap. This is the tight side for me, so like I said, every side is always different, so I'm going to keep holding onto the strap here. Lifting the heart, reaching up through the crown of the head. Remember to pull the elbows back and reach them in opposite directions from each other. One more breath. And exhale, let go. Very slowly releasing your arms, wiggle them out. You can now throw the strap across the room if you just absolutely hate it. Lean back on the hands perhaps to extend out your legs, wiggle them out. And then we're coming all the way down to the back. Make sure you have sufficient room behind you to lay down. I'm going to move my hair clip out of the way so it doesn't stab me. And we'll prepare for bridge pose. Bring your arms down beside you, palms face down. Make sure your toes are pointing straight ahead and feet are hip-width distance apart. On an inhale, press down and through your feet. Lift your hips towards the ceiling and also think about lifting your sternum towards your chin. Stay here, breathe. Maybe you interlace your fingers behind your lower back and wiggle your shoulders towards each other. Really press down through the arms, lift your chin towards the sky. Another bind. The fly found my face. If you've ever practiced with a little buzzing friend around you, I'm sure you get it. One more breath. Good. Another inhale. Exhale. Wiggle the shoulders away from each other. Release your hands and slowly roll all the way down onto your back. From here, pull your knees in towards you. Open the arms out into a T shape or a cactus shape. Let both of the legs drop to the left. A nice twist to close off the practice. Keep reaching your left shoulder blade towards the mat. Inhale, come up through center with your legs. Exhale, both legs to the left. Looking to the right perhaps. Grounding the right shoulder towards the mat. Next inhale, come up. Setting your feet down, notice if there's any other postures, movements that would feel good before you take a rest today. And if you feel ready and when you feel ready, extend your arms and your legs out. Let the weight of your body be pulled down by gravity, surrendering into its pull. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. You'll hear my voice when it's time to come back into this space. Until then, enjoy your Shavasana. Remaining just as you are, bring your awareness back to your breath. Begin to awaken your body with small, gentle movements, fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Maybe eventually letting these become like a big full body stretch, breathing in to stretch from fingers to toes. And exhale to let it all go. When you're ready, Pull your legs in, roll over to one side, using your bottom arm like a pillow for just a spell. Taking one more moment to acknowledge the impact of your practice on you. And slowly pick yourself up off of the mat, coming up to an upright seat. No hurries. Fix your hair, your clothes, whatever you need to do. Just taking one more moment to be in the residue of your practice. Recalling your intention if you had one. And then with a sense of gratitude for the practice and for yourself for showing up to the practice, bring palms together in front of the heart. And we'll close with one more chant of Om. Wherever you are with your breath, take a deep breath in. Exhale to chant. Om. Thank you all so much for being here and for sharing your practice with me. Please let me know how this practice with binds went for you. If you have any more questions about taking binds or any other tips that you would like, please let me know if there's any classes that you want me to add to my library here on my channel. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do. I release new classes every single Sunday. So I hope that I will see you again next Sunday. And until then, namaste.